Why is artistic expression so important for children as part of growing up? Sam, I want you to take this.
Sure. For me, artistic expression is so important because it's around communication. That words are so difficult sometimes. Even as adults, we have a limited vocabulary, we have a limited amount of words, and we also have words have a finite meaning. And art is just available for everyone. One doesn't have to have skills or experience or talent. But art is it's a form of communication, and it crosses all barriers.
So for me, the whole reason that we created the Artjamming studios was actually to make art accessible to as many people as possible. Art can take so many different forms, whether it's a scribble on a piece of paper, which you think your 4-year-old child did the best piece of art you've ever seen in your life, or whether it's a Picasso. It's very subjective. So it's the process that we love, the process of creating the art, that's more important for us than the actual outcome.
I think some people might kind of stereotype children in different directions. For example, like you're saying, someone is more sporty or someone's more creative or academic. But what I like to tell children and adults is that we've both got two sides. We've all got two sides to our brain. There's the left-hand side, which is structure and concrete thinking, and the right-hand side is creativity and spontaneity and using one's imagination. And we've all got both sides to the brain. So some people might access creativity through art making, like painting or drawing, and other people might access creativity through the other side of the brain, which is more structure. For example, creating a house out of matchsticks, like gluing sticks together, or using recycled material, or it's creating something out of nothing. So it can be the more orderly type of creativity or the more abstract type of creativity. So that's how I would pull in someone if they've been kind of labeled in a different area.
What we do often is, if we know a kid's coming for a birthday party, we ask the parents to leave, because what ends up happening is the parents start interfering in the kid's painting, because the parents actually just want to paint. Yeah. So we tell them, either take your own canvas and do one yourself, and go sit at your own easel and do it, and you'll love it. And the parents get caught up in the process. So that's why we love it. We love it when families come in and they paint together, and you also get a chance to relax, express yourself, and your kid can express themselves, and you see how different everyone is. And as I said, there's no pressure. It's not the outcome, it's the process that we love.
No, absolutely not. Our children's minds are so busy and so active, and they need the stimulation. It's almost like facilitated stimulation. It gives them an outlet for them to explore and make and create and do all these different things. I think the overstimulation comes in trying to control the process or control the outcome, where it's more structured, but allowing them to play and explore and test out ideas and have fun with all these different ideas that you're talking about is a wonderful opportunity, and it's definitely not overstimulating.
You can actually create art out of anything, to be honest. If you have a tea bag at home and you just dilute a tea bag in some water, you can take a cotton bud and just use the ink from the tea bag to create art. Some coffee, if you have coffee left over in a cup, use some of the coffee that's left over from the cup, and you can create beautiful art just with the coffee. Food coloring, as an example, put a drop of food coloring in some water, and you've got the most beautiful watercolors. You just need a piece of paper or scrap piece of paper, or the inside of a cereal box, for example. You can use that if you don't have paper or cardboard. There's so many ways to create. If you made a fire and you've got a piece of charcoal from the fire, that's the oldest way of creating art. Take that piece of charcoal from your fire and literally draw on the pavement outside, or in the road, in the street, if it's safe where you live and it's quiet. Find an empty piece of ground and just draw with a piece of charcoal. There's so many ways. Make patterns in some mud. That's another way.